Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nick will kiss Brook while Luna appends Steffi world. Hope will also sweat the worst after some bad news. The first signs of trouble between Ridge and Taylor. That should be incompletely because of how territorial Ridge gets when Nick loves Brook again. Brook's former honey will indeed come back to Los Angeles and rain her with attention, so Nick will deliver a kiss and show her how amazing they could be as a reunited couple. Brook's going to need a confidant after Nick loves her, so she'll slip all the juicy details to Katie and hear her strong opinion on the matter. As for Hope, she'll have a strong opinion of her own when Steffi tries to bring Daphne back from Paris. Hope will sweat the worst when it comes to her engagement to Carter and will complain about Steffi reaching Daphne about a return. Will Daphne turn Steffi down or decide she's right about a LA comeback? Whatever the case, Hope won't want Daphne fixating on Carter and making another mess. Luna will catch on Hayes until she's ready to hurdle. Once Luna hands over a gift for Hayes, she'll start trying to bait him into her hijacking web. All signs point to Luna snatching Hayes soon, so Steffi's world may be reared. Steffi may realize Hayes is missing and come terrified if Luna calls to confirm she has him. Luna could use Hayes as bait for whatever fatal trap she's planning for Steffi. Still, she may have to go alone for a meeting with Luna and leave Finn out of the circle, if Steffi wants to make sure Hayes gets out of this mess. Luna will make Steffi play by her rules, but there'll surely be some ways to trip Luna up. Nick should keep pulling Brook closer and roiling Ridge in the process. The further Brook opens her heart to Nick, the further Ridge is going to wonder if perhaps he made a mistake in letting her go. Ridge and Taylor's bifurcation, since they're surely headed in that direction. Taylor will eventually have to accept that Brook is always going to be in Ridge's heart, so she may suppose it's stylish to just let him go. Will Liam eventually take Hope's advice and tell the rest of his favored bones about his fatal prognostic? Further people will get tangled up in Luna's mayhem ultimately. Between Hayes' evaporating act and Steffi probably going MIA to get him back, that could lead to Liam and Finn teaming up on a deliverance charge. Luna going off the rails like no way ahead. Nick is brooded to be rejuvenating his love with Brook. Brook just using Nick, or does she feel the same? Brook Logan has been devastated since Ridge ditched her and hooked up with Hayes' ex-wife Taylor. Despite soliciting for remission, Ridge can't feel to let go of the fact that Brook was pious to him during the Forrester creation's preemption. It's killing Brook inside watching Ridge Forrester play house with her rival Taylor. What better way to get your man back than to move on with someone differently? The fact that of all people it's Ridge's half-family and nemesis Nick only makes the situation worse. Ridge and Nick's contest was well proved over the times Ridge has no way gotten along with his half-family, who's the son of the iconic Massimo. Seeing Brook with another man will always rub Ridge the wrong way, but seeing her with Nick Marone could push him off the deep end. Brook will begin reconnecting with Nick and eventually start moving on from her bridge breakup. Ridge will suddenly flash back how important he loves Brook when he sees her with his family. Brook seems authentically agitated Nick is back in city, but is it because she wants to be with him or because being with him makes Ridge pay attention to her? There's really no stopping Luna. She's gotten so deranged and so crazy, indeed suckers are concerned that she's going to get down with murder again. And let's just say that the citizens of this fictional city don't need to see that be again. Luna will be the bone. Who ends up dead at the end? Luna slogged into Steffi and Finn's sand home without warning. She's been soliciting her natural father to allow her to be a part of his family life. There's a feeling among observers that if Finn doesn't allow it, it's only going to be a matter of time before she does commodity incredibly regretful like kill off and factual main character. Luna has nothing to lose at this point, and she isn't going to hear to anyone since nothing is in her corner. Sheila would want Luna back in captivity if she killed Steffi, but Sheila would discipline Luna herself if she ended up killing Finn. Well, she does have someone in her corner now, Remy. She set up the one person who'll not reject her for her darkness, but will nurture it. Now would be a great time for a Remy redemption. Luna spooked the piss out of him moment with her vitriol and abomination, also a clear KLL shot to the paper Steffi. Remy could go to Bill, Deacon, the Bobbies, etc. to report her. That or they're setting up a whodunit about who kills Luna. Not only that, but critics are tired of the constant flashbacks and Luna crying about not being in Finn's life. Still, it seems like there are the same exchanges of what Luna did to Tom, Hollis, if that weren't enough. Some people indeed suppose that it's time for Sheila and Deacon to stop talking about it, too. Besides, what differently does Bold have going on that's intriguing? Nothing. It's either Taylor and Ridge talking about how they've a great future for themselves, Brook, Eric, and Katie telling Ridge that Brook is the love of his life and that he should return to Brook, Liam talking about dying for the 100th time, and Hope and Carter talking about their engagement. I'd rather watch Luna crop her toenails than watch a woman my age close to withdrawal in full fundy baby voice cry about Ridge being her fortune. Followed by the Taylor being crushed and lowered as Ridge dumps her for Brook. Luna and Steffi after their showdown. Nick shows up for Brook. After Luna ambushes Steffi in her own home. Taylor advised that Luna was delusional and changeable, willing to do anything to make her family fantasy come true. Luna reached a new position of rage after her rearmost soliciting session with Finn. Steffi as well as to Luna. Signs are pointing to Steffi's survival. Everyone is determined to cover Steffi. There's Liam, who's intimately staying on Steffi and Finn's property. Finn or Lee could also jump in to save Steffi from Luna formally again. There's also Ridge and Taylor, who both pledged to cover their son from a madwoman. Bill needs redemption as well as Poppy. I tete-a-tete would love to see Sheila be the one to take Luna down. Since Steffi and Finn haven't been answering Sheila's calls, she could just show up, saying it's an exigency. Sheila could see Luna through the window and jump in to save the day. There will be police and presumably an ambulance at the Precipice house. Everyone will give their statements to the police and there's a good chance that Luna ends up in bind again. That would give the character a rest and allow her to return eventually in the future. Steffi could bewail about surviving Luna yet again once she's in bind. Still, this whole situation could really be too important for Finn. There could be guilt, remorse, relief, wrathfulness, and everything in between. Nick will return. It'll be in Monday's occasion. Brook has been reeling over losing Ridge to Taylor. Hope and Beth have moved into Carter Garrett. The empty house will really make Brook feel lonely. Still, effects will take a positive turn for Brook when Nick returns. Luna make a bold move, Hope pushing Liam too far, and Taylor giving her take on Loony Luna. Finn promised his woman. He'll cover her, no matter what. Ridge and Taylor were pleased to hear that and touted him for being a great man. Taylor also began to dissect Luna and her terrible ways. It all stems back to her nonage trauma and is living in a vision that she deserves a life with Finn. Ridge concurred. She's lost touch with reality and is living in her head. Taylor advised that Luna is on edge and not taking responsibility for any of her felonious conduct. Taylor advised Luna was dangerous. More so than ever before, however, everyone around him, especially Steffi, is in peril, if she has her eyes set on Finn. Finn looked affrighted and it hit him hard that his son is a monster. After Finn left, Ridge opened up about his fear. Steffi promised to no way let her guard down and she trusts Finn to keep her and the children safe. There's no way he'd bring Luna into his family and risk her or the Sprat's safety. While that was all fine and good, Ridge bothered about what would be when and if Luna decided she wasn't taking no for an answer. Poppy tried to talk sense into her son but no sense was to be had. Luna criticized Steffi and Poppy for ruining her life with Finn. Poppy apologized for not being the world's topmost mama, but claimed everything she did was for Luna. That set Luna off. No, Poppy didn't earn any mama of the time accolades. Not later all the moves, the insecurity, and the revolving door of men. As far as Luna was concerned, Poppy was just about the worst mama to ever live. Luna laid into Poppy for keeping her from Finn during her nonage and whined about Steffi doing that same thing to her in majority. All she's ever wanted was a pater. And no bone. Will allow her to live out her dream. And, to eclipse it off, everyone is abandoning her. Her family, her musketeers, indeed Dollar Bill. Luna pledged to get her vengeance and to eventually bond with her father no matter who she has to stomp on along the way. You got that, Penelope? Over at the Cliff House, Hope paid Liam a visit so he could fix her computer and she could give him a delineation from Beth. Liam opened up about his fears over dying and how much he wants to fight to stay before getting to work on Hope's laptop and calling her out for using it as a reason to check up on him. Hope didn't deny. Hope promised to not use false pretenses as long as Liam was there for as long as he conceivably can. He was happy to agree to that. Hope also refocused out how important Liam was enjoying her, Steffi, and Finn's support and pushed him to tell the rest of his family about his situation. They had a right to know and he'd a right to be girdled by all the people who love him. Hope understood his logic and that it's his decision, but she prompted him to change his station. Hope was lucky that Steffi told her and she can soak in this time with him. His father and sisters would give anything to do the same. All the Spencers merited the gift of time no matter how short that time is.